Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. So, it's September, and I've been saying all summer, come September, I'm going to be rolling things back out again. I took the summer off from doing series and from my newsletter, and it's time for me to come back. And I'm excited about it. I think that this really rejuvenated my passion for all this, and I love doing sports card content. But you get this sort of burnout feeling when you're doing this for 4 years, doing the same thing after every day, basically. And I didn't like that feeling. I don't want it to feel like a job because it's not a job. Although there is obviously some job like aspects to it. And so I started thinking about this kind of like it's a TV show. Not that it's good enough to be a TV show, obviously. But if I start thinking about my channel and my newsletter in terms of seasons, it's much easier for me to do this from September through May, let's say, and then dial it back in the summertime. And this summer I got a ton done, which I wasn't able to do last summer because I put this so much pressure on myself to have this to do this channel and do it to my capabilities, and I try to do it only 5 hours a week. And because I have a full-time job, I have a house, I have kids, and that's not to say that you can't have a channel when you have all those things. But I try to limit myself to 5 hours a week. And but that 5 hours still adds up, especially in the summertime when there's a lot to be done around the house and when I have things I want to get done with my family. So I think this worked out very well, and I might even do more next summer. Like I stopped doing my newsletter this summer, which I missed it, but it wasn't until the last week or so where I was like, oh, this would be great for a newsletter. And so it kind of like it clicked. September, boom, it's time to bring back the newsletter. It is also time to bring back my ACE 100 list, which I'm going to start rolling out probably next week, finishing that up. I still get questions about it. Not very many people watch the ACE 100 videos, but the people who do really enjoy them. And so I hope if you're not watching them, you start to. Also going to be bringing back Attic Find Friday. I have probably a dozen or so, and I'm going to try to do them every Friday until I run out of them. What is that, 3 months worth of stuff? And another thing I want to talk about is I'm very cautious with sponsors on my channel. I don't like to I have one sponsor, and it's been the Penny Sleever for 18 months. And I love that. It's Isaac, the owner of the Penny Sleever, is super easy, super chill, and it's a fantastic product. And that's the most important thing to me. And I've always said, I will not take a sponsorship from PSA or Fanatics or another company that I feel can do a lot of bad in the hobby. And I will continue with that. And I also am just very hesitant to take on another sponsor. But when I was at the National, I had several companies approach me about taking on a new sponsor, even just for one video a week or something like that. And ultimately, I did decide, while a couple of them didn't make sense for me, one of them did. And that sponsor is going to be part of Attic Find Friday up until I run out of Attic Find Fridays, and then they'll be integrated somehow else. I'll announce that sponsor on Friday when I do Attic Find Friday, but it's a company I've talked about before. It's a newish company in the industry, but I love them. That's what I'm looking for, is a company that I use, that I trust, and that I know the owners, and I trust the owners, and they are reputable. And that's very important to me because I don't want to be passing on things to you. And I've made mistakes before, and I don't want to make those again. I learned from those, and it's important to me that when I mention a sponsor, that a video is sponsored by somebody, and then I'm passing on a code or a website or something like that, or just a review, that you know it's genuine and that it is true to me and that it will benefit you as well. So for instance, Penzoni This company they gave me a code. I received nothing from you buying that, but I'm okay with that because you benefit from that. By the way, the code is Mike Junkwax Hero 10, the number 10, numbers 10 at the end. You can use that code for 10% off. I get no benefit. They're not sponsoring me. Could it end up in like an affiliate type of situation in the future? Maybe, if people use it. But that's not something we've ever discussed. I bought something and they said, "Hey, we love your channel. Can you give out this code?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" Does it benefit them? Yes. But it also benefits you, my viewers, if you want 10% off something from Penzoni with great case. So yeah, Attic Find Friday will be back. I'm really excited about it. I've curated some really nice stories, I think. I mentioned this yesterday, I have more people reaching out to me again about telling their stories. So some of those will go in the newsletter. Some of them will become like Attic Find Friday. Some of them will be just regular videos. I'm excited about it. And I think doing this for like the 8 or 9 months a year and really chasing a schedule for those 8 or 9 months and then taking the summer off was really beneficial to me and my family. And honestly, my channel. There aren't a lot of viewers in the summertime. And so, you're constantly like, oh, this video is going to be great. And then it does really what I consider low numbers. And was it because there just aren't that many viewers in the summer? I don't know. There's no way to really know that. Could have been the thumbnail, could have been the title, could have been anything, could be me. But yeah, I hope that the changes that I'm making are positive. I feel that they are, and I spend a lot of time thinking about this and then talking them over with friends that I trust in the industry, and my wife, who is a sounding board for me about all these things, and she's very wise. Even though she doesn't pay attention to YouTube or my channel, she's very wise. I also have another big announcement coming up very soon. I feel it's big. I'm really excited about it. And I'll probably do a video dedicated to just that announcement. Newsletter. Hoping to roll out my next newsletter next Monday. So if you had the office pool of September 15th, you win. Congratulations. That's my goal. It might be the 22nd. It might be the 15th. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. I really hope you guys subscribe to my newsletter at junkwaxhero.com. You watch. If you're not already subscribed, you do. I haven't asked for people to subscribe to my channel in a long time. It feels weird, again, to do that. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Give me feedback. I want to hear what you think about anything constructive. As you can see, I've got these new shelves behind me. Oh, tonight, or I guess, I don't know when this is going to post, but Monday night over on 4 Collectors, Dan of Dan's Vintage Baseball PC is putting up a video where he talked to me and a couple of others about the 4 of us having new card rooms. And so great conversation with Dan and those guys. Mitchell and Jason were the other guys. And then on Saturday, I'm a guest on Hobby Hotline. And so I'm really excited about that. Dr. Beckett will be there. Greg from Midlife. I hope he's already announced that. And Adam. So, yeah, got my new recliner here, which was free, which can't complain about that. Awesome new shelves, which I'll start filling out as the week progresses. And, man, just really, really excited. And, there'll be a lot of new videos, too. I'm considering doing, like, Instagram Reels. I don't know. Now that I have my own office, I have more availability to do more videos. So, more of that coming up soon. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all soon.